Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the McMinnville, Oregon real estate market. This update will cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, October 30th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So first off, looking at active listing activity. This last week in McMinnville, I show we had six new properties come on the market, down from 9 the week prior. And you can kind of see where it's been over the last 8 weeks. So new listings are kind of starting to slow down a little bit, which is pretty typical this time of year. We ended the week with 64 homes in total on the market. You can kind of see that's down a couple from the prior week, but kind of within the range of where it's been over the past 8 weeks. A low of 61, a high of 72. Median price and days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see we had a high of 594 8 weeks back and a low of 550 about a month ago. This last week came in at 552, which was down about 13,000 from the prior week. And days on market certainly has risen over the 8 weeks here. Still at a low of 23 days 8 weeks back, and finished with 39 days of average market time for the active listings right now in McMinnville. Moving along to pending sales. This last week I showed we had 8 new homes go pending in McMinnville, up a couple from the prior week. And again, you can kind of see where that's been over the past 8 weeks here, kind of in the middle, low of 3, high of 14. And ended the week with 67 homes, again, in pending status. You can kind of see over the past 4 weeks now, it's been very steady, right around 65, 67 homes in pending status. The median price and days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see that that's risen a bit here over the 8 weeks. Had a low of 491, and we've been right at around 520, 521 here for the most part of the past 4 or 5 weeks now. And same with days on market. You can kind of see that's just been floating between 10 and 11 days of market time on average for the pendings. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity here. So as of the time I put the info together, I show we had 5 properties go from pending to sold last week in McMinnville. Down quite a bit from the prior week where we had 11, but again, it's kind of within the range of where it's been over the past 8 weeks on a weekly basis. And when I look over the prior 4 weeks of activity, kind of a rolling basis here, this last week we came in at 25 closings over the prior 4 weeks, and that's down a couple from where we were over the prior 3 weeks at 27. Had a high over the last 8 weeks of 33. So, things definitely continuing to slow a bit in McMinnville. The median sold price and days on market for the sold listings, you can kind of see after the first 4 weeks it being right around 490, the low 490s. It's dropped a bit over this past month, kind of going between 450 and 475, where it ended up this last week. And then the days on market for the solds, you can kind of see we had a low of 5 days about 8 weeks back, and since then it's been pretty constant, pretty steady between 10 and 12 days. This last week came in at 12 days of average market time for the solds. And then finally, last graph here is the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bars is that weeks of inventory. Started off right around 8 weeks of inventory, and got up to about 11, and it's been riding between 10, right around 10 weeks of inventory for the past 3 weeks now. Hasn't really changed a whole lot from that. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price certainly kind of has trended down over the 8 weeks, although it did rebound a little bit this last week. So started off at 100. Got down to 96 this last week, popped up a little bit to about 96.7. So right now about a 3.5% discount off of original list price to get homes, to get the most recent ones sold. So, all in all, it's obviously it's a slowing market, but it's been pretty steady here over the past 3 to 4 weeks now in McMinnville. So hope that weekly update has been helpful for you. As always, if I can answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 503 680-2065. Always happy to answer any questions and help where I can. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already by clicking the subscribe button. And as always, I really appreciate you watching. Hope you have an awesome day and week ahead, and we'll see you on the next video.